What's going on, my 2K community? This is your boy Quin, and y'all see from that title and the thumbnail, I will be doing a review or a reaction or commentary, however you want to look at it. But I'm gonna be talking about this. Right now it's a 60 overall, but we're gonna be talking about my two-way blow-by-door finisher that I built from ChatGPT. Yes, I used ChatGPT to make my first build. And if y'all seen my first video that I uploaded on the channel, I was talking about like the different versions of the 2K that you should purchase, and I mentioned in that video that it's been about 10 to 15 years since I actually grinded out 2K. So I wanted to come back and just kind of give my perspective, being that it's been so many years and so long since I actually grinded out 2K. So I know it's gonna be a lot of things that's different, and I'm gonna have a lot of questions and stuff. So if y'all could just please bear with me. I did put together a few clips from some gameplay from my 60 overall build that I have right now. I haven't used any VC. As you can see right here, I got 112,000 because I pre-ordered the Superstar Edition, plus a little bit of playing and stuff. But I haven't added any attributes or anything like that. No, I guess I got like the basic badges and stuff that came with it, but I do have a lot of questions. So like I said, y'all bear with me, and if y'all can help me out, that'll be greatly appreciated. And I do want to probably do a live stream, because before I use any of my VC, I want to construct the perfect build and actually start grinding 2K this year. So if that's something that y'all want to kind of help me with while I do a live stream and we sit there and actually make the perfect build, y'all let me know down below in the comment section, and I'll see about getting that done. But we're finna go ahead and jump right into it. It's only a 2-minute video, but like I said, I will be doing some commentary over it, just kind of asking some questions and stuff. But to start with, this is my build that I have. Everything is pretty much at base level, 60 overall, and we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. So this is after I finished my build. I did tweak it a little bit like off of ChatGPT and everything, and I kind of made some of my own adjustments. But it said that we had shades of Steve Francis from the he's an all-time Rocket player, Jalen Suggs from the Magic, and Russell Westbrook from his 2010-2011 Thunder stint that he had. I think that might have been his MVP season when he was getting out of triple doubles. I'm not 100% sure, but that's pretty much like the archetype that they gave me. And we got a two-way blow-by-door finisher, as I stated. Some of the badges that we have on go-to badges: off-ball pest, interceptor, aerial wizard. Those are like the top 3. And then my top attributes, we're looking at steal A-, perimeter defense A-, and speed A-. Strength, constant threat in passing lane, refuses to get beat defensively, rarely gets caught from behind, crafty finishes around bigs. And just to kind of let y'all know like how I kind of came up with this build, I went into ChatGPT and I told him that I wanted to get a build around I forgot the guy's name now. Cade Cunningham. I wanted to get a build around Cade Cunningham, so they kind of punched in some things for me, and then I kind of went off of that build and then tweaked a couple of things, and that's how I got to this two-way blow-by-door finisher. And honestly, I'm not sure what everyone is using on 2K and stuff. Like I said, it's been years since I played it, so I don't know if this is considered a good build or a bad build, but in my opinion, it did feel good, like just playing with him on a base level, especially because I know the potential that he can get to. But the weakness that I had was lateral transitions, and real slow. I think it was saying like slow in the hips and stuff. So I'm guessing that's gonna have something to do with my defense, just overall speed and movement. But let's keep it going though. That was one other thing. And this is another breakdown with some more of my just my attributes and everything right there, to be able to get him to that 99% overall. So if this is a build that y'all actually like, y'all can pause it right here and actually write this stuff down so that y'all can tweak it and everything too. But we're finna get straight into some gameplay, and I did have a lot of questions and stuff. Outside. So I think this first clip was okay. So this first clip was a steal that I got, and I think I might have got a layup off of it. I ain't 100% sure. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, so this one, I kind of clogged the passing lane. I was really just kind of guessing the entire game, just to kind of see what type of lanes I could jump into, and how it would affect me when I actually get the steal and go down court. But I noticed once I jumped the passing lane in which to me it looked like he made a pretty good pass. I was just kind of able to anticipate it and jump the passing lane real good. But the thing that I did notice was how quickly I was able to get walked down, or how slow I was able to get out in front of my defender. So that's why I feel like he was able to keep up with me real easy. And again, this is just off of a base build. I haven't added any attributes or anything. So whatever my speed is, that's, you know, agility, all speed with ball, that's what we're working with right here. But like I said, I wanted to just kind of get a feel for the build before I actually add any attributes to it. And I'm gonna keep this build for now. But like I said, I do want to go through and let y'all help me with the build before I actually add attributes and stuff to it. So, or add my VC to it. But like I said, I got the steal and I took off. I thought I was going to be able to get some good separation, but he did catch me. But the thing that I did like was how I was able to still finish, get the and one, and make the layup and stuff. So I thought that was pretty cool just for a base build.
And it's stolen by MP. And it's good, but
and I know, if I'm not mistaken, one thing that was new for 2K this year, I think they added it to where you could actually time your layups and everything the same as you would with a shot. So I'm assuming a lot of those and ones are just regular layups and stuff that you would typically make or miss is heavily dependent upon your release time. And so I feel like that had something to do with me being able to make that layup right there. And then I seen like how it had a wider green bar as well, in which I made a note of that because I seen sometimes when I was shooting, my window, I guess like the green window, it would be extremely small, and then sometimes it would be a little bigger, which would make it easier to shoot. And I'm guessing that's got something to do with how well it's defended and stuff like that. But wanted to make a note on that one.
Through the contact, hit the shot,
see what
and
we
we'll
got
go
coming
to the
up
line.
next.
At the line for the high flyers, MP.
And for many of these young men in club play, this is where they learn to solely focus on.
Okay, so like I was just saying with the release time and the stuff on the layup, that was one where I came in and I was on a fast
For
break.
many of these young men
it seemed
in
like I
club
was
play,
going. It looked like I had a fairly decent window right here. Of course, the defender's closing in on me, but as you can see, my green window is a lot smaller, so I had to be a little bit more precise with my time. And then I don't know if it has anything to do with my attributes, with me, missing it, or I don't know if it was just bad timing on my behalf.
this is where they learn to solely focus
see,
on
I feel like
basketball
I
as their
could have
sport.
made that,
Yeah,
though, but I just messed up on my
his
timing.
range. MP grabs the miss.
And another thing that y'all will notice too, I was getting rebounds extremely easy. I don't know if that had anything, and in which I don't know what level the AI is on and stuff like that. So maybe the like just the general game settings has something to do with this, and it could be skewing my thoughts and opinions on everything. But I was noticing that I was able to get rebounds relatively easy though.
Here's the high flyers.
This was just a generic pass that I made, general pass, and I was noticing this throughout the entire game. When I was playing, I was just passing the ball, and I noticed how all of my passes was it seemed like they was floating a little too long in the air. And to me, I feel like with it floating like that, it gives the defender plenty enough time to be able to jump in the passing lane and steal it. So I don't know if I need to increase my passing on that, or I don't know if that's just how 2K have the passing right now. But y'all have to let me know on that though. But I did notice that a lot when I was passing. A lot of my passes were floating in the air a little too long.
This is where they learn to solely focus on basketball as their sport. Yeah, expanding his range. MP grabs the miss. Here's the high flyers.
See, I feel like that should have been like, a little bit of a, I don't know, I don't want to say a rocket pass, but and then it could be maybe I tapped the pass button instead of holding it. I don't know exactly, but I just feel like that should have been more of a chest pass, or a lot better into his catching pocket and stuff.
Learn to solely focus on basketball as their sport. Yeah, expanding his range. MP grabs the miss.
Just going back over
Here's the high
passes.
flyers. They lead by 8, and that's the big Etherington outside.
Feel like that was a good
No good
contest.
from outside, and here we go.
See like that. That's again right there, like how he was able to kind of close that space real fast. And I feel like I should have been able to get some good separation and get an easy fast break. But I did still get a chance to finish it,
Pass
though.
to Callahan.
Let's see.
Back to
Okay, I
Carter.
remember this one. Okay, so right here, this was one of the things I was saying. I could see, and what I wanted to do was kind of run a play and come off a little bit of a screen just to see how much, like how much of a difference it'll have on my shot release and like just the overall mechanics and stuff. And I feel like that was pretty good because the way I set it up, like I kind of done like a dribble handoff, so to speak, but I was kind of in the post position, and then I just kind of handed it off and then dialed up a play, and that's the play that 2K gave me. So I ran that play, came back around off of the screen, and just kind of popped and pulled the shot just to kind of see what it would feel like, what it would look like, and how the release would be on it. So that's what we got playing right here. Came down, came back around off of the screen.
Back to
Wide
Carter.
open, man. Green.
Nails it from beyond the arc. Launches it.
Good contest.
Moore can't hit it.
Some of the shots that he's taken have been head scratchers. He's out there playing like it is a game of.
So this was another thing that was interesting right here. And I made a note of it actually, because by this time I had my GOAT skill activated, and that's something that's new to me because when I was playing 2K, I don't recall GOAT skills. I remember the I guess like what was this, like a game breaker or something like that when you get hot. I do remember that, but as far as playing with the skills and stuff, that's something that was new for me. But I had noticed I was just trying to do like just a regular spin layup or something like that, just to kind of see what would happen. But being that I had my game breaker on, or my skill set, it boosted my drive dunk from a 56 all the way up to a 90. So with that, it kind of let me know, like when I do complete my build, or make my real build that I plan on playing with, I can kind of hold back on certain attributes and kind of go a little bit higher on others, because once I equip those certain badges, or not badges, but those certain skills, it's gonna boost those attributes that are low. It's gonna boost those up. So I'm guessing that could be a little bit of a strategic thing to do when you building your player. But y'all have to let me know. And I just thought that was pretty interesting though. Like how big of a boost I got from 56 all the way to 90, and I feel like that had something to do with me being able to get off, pull off that spin dunk right there.
Some of the shots that he's taken have been head scratchers. He's out there playing like it is a game of horror.
He owned it.
Pass to Moore.
Very effective use of size from Callahan on defense, being the enforcer.
Fair T shot is off.
I don't know what happened on that one. It could have been another. I think that was another pass that I wanted to
Pass to Moore.
Let's see.
Very effective use of size from Callahan on defense.
Yeah. So check this out. So I'm right here, and which maybe I should have done a bounce pass to him. I don't know, but he was right here, and you can see the defender right here. But when I passed the ball, it lingered. It's still lingering in the air a lot. And I'm, like I said, I'm wondering, is that just the passing that I need to turn up, or like pass accuracy or something? But it's lingering in the air, and I feel like if that defender would have jumped it, I think he could have got that steal off pretty easy.
More.
Very effective use of size from Callahan on defense, being the enforcer.
Fair T shot is off.
What was this one? That was another pass.
Shoots it from B. He makes.
So that right there, a real deep three. I don't know if it had anything to do with my skill on or not. I can't remember what all it actually affected, but I know my standing dunk was one. But I just wanted to make a note of that because I was pretty much at the timeline on that one, and I was able to bomb a three relatively easy. I don't know that the defender, the defender, he was getting ready to close in on me, but I feel like with that space right there, man, y'all know how it is nowadays with Curry and them, man. They pulling, that's literally all the space that they need. So I'm glad that 2K actually has something like this implemented, because it kind of makes it feel a little bit more realistic as opposed to years ago when I was playing 2K. And they was able to get these kind of shots off. I'm like, man, people not shooting like this. But I understand it now, because this is what you're getting in the NBA. And it's more so like a set shot. And I can see that my green window is, a tad bit open. And it was just more so on me whether I, timed it up right or not.
Shoots it.
That was pretty good.
He makes them both. Here's the high flyers.
So this, I was wondering about this one because I seen that I had a clear lane, so I was like, let me try for an alley. Because I know my guys, he tall enough. And I had my dunking, or that was standing dunk, but I know I had a badge. It was like aerial assault or something like that, which would I think it said it would allow me to jump higher or something with my jumping. So I just tried it, but when I went for the alley, nothing happened. I don't know if the game mechanics messed up, or I don't know if my dude just not equipped to be able to catch an alley. But y'all have to let me know on that.
And he loves it up towards the rim.
And maybe I messed it up. I don't know.
Warmed up offensively, no bucket.
Had a question about this, and this was happening a lot all game. I wish I could have zoomed put the replay in so I could have changed the camera angle, but I mean clearly I was missing the ball, but a lot of at least 5 or 6 times, maybe more throughout the game, it'll be a lot of times I would reach for the ball. Similar to that first pass that I told y'all I stole earlier in the video, but a lot of times I would reach for the ball and it would seem like the ball would just go like, slightly over or slightly under. And I don't know if that's because my steal isn't turned up, or I don't know if that's a game animation or what, but I did have a question about that as well.
Still getting warmed up offensively.
Because I feel like I feel like that should have been mine.
No buckets
I don't
yet
know.
in this
Y'all
game
have to let
from
me
him.
know.
Just 3 to shoot.
And then I got caught on the
to
pick
finish
right
the
there
fast
too.
break.
This team baller squad has been struggling.
So they finally
Carter with
gave
the
me one, and
steal.
I was able to get a good
And the
dunk
dunk
off.
by MP. Guarded by Etherington.
What we got? Oh, so this right here, this when the game was essentially over with. I mean, the game been over with, but just from a time perspective, the game was essentially over with, and I was just kind of telling myself, I want to see what does his post moves look like? How does it look when he's trying to get position down low? So that's kind of what I'm doing right here, and I ended up making the layup, but I don't know if that was considered like a a good post up or a bad post up. I don't know if it was a mismatch because my dude was a little bit taller than him or what, but y'all have to let me know on this one.
And the dunk by MP. Guarded by Etherington.
Give me that. Had a reposition.
Here's Amadawi.
And I wanted to do like a couple of different post moves, but I seen the big man right here, so I didn't know if they was gonna come in and try to double team me, or I didn't know if he was gonna try to swipe and knock the ball away. And because my handles and stuff not good, I figured that would have been an easy steal. So I just went ahead and just went with my first move and went straight up essentially.
Carter gets the bucket.
Good.
He's been a force.
Keeping the play alive. Those are hustle points.
What was this one?
Here's Carter.
Oh yeah, that was another
More
layup
clean.
I missed because I timed it wrong. But that was pretty much just like I said, just a couple of different things that I wanted to go through. I'll go back to the beginning so that y'all can kind of see what my build is while I'm talking on my closing. But if this is something that y'all interested in, like just more so commentary and just me sharing my thoughts and opinions and stuff on the actual game itself and the gameplay. Cause like I told y'all in my last video, in which I really appreciate it if y'all go and check that out, because it'll give y'all a little bit more perspective on what I'm trying to do going forward with the channel and stuff. But I'm not gonna say that I'm new to 2K, but because it's been so many years since I actually played, like I was playing 2K when LeBron was on the Heat. That's when they had that's when the online play, that's when that was real popular. My player, the park, all of that stuff, like it was becoming a thing, but it was all about the online play at that time, man. And that's when they was doing like a lot of spin dunks and stuff. 2K was crazy around that time, man. But that's the last time I actually grinded it out. And then I can't remember which 2K it was with Damian Lillard on the front, but I played that briefly, and when I say briefly, I mean like a couple of weeks. Because like I hadn't got out of 2K and I was trying to get back in, but when I tried playing it, it just didn't do it for me. So instantly got back off, and then I played 2K25 maybe for I'll say about three weeks, maybe a month, because I knew I was gonna be getting back into 2K and I wanted to make content and stuff. So I went back and played that about a month before this one actually came out, so I could at least get a feel for it. I didn't want to be totally lost, but I wanted to at least have a feel for the mechanics and stuff like that again before I jump right in. But like I said, if this is something that y'all want me to do more on the channel, just kind of giving y'all my new 2K journey. I could do some park like pickup games and stuff. I used to be real big into my career and my team, so I do want to get some of that on the channel if that's something that y'all interested in. But y'all let me know though, and if y'all are interested in that live stream where we sit down and actually build a player, I might do something while do like some VC giveaways throughout the video, like while we live streaming and stuff. So if that's something y'all interested in, y'all definitely let me know. But I hope y'all enjoyed it. Y'all make sure that y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Stay positive and stay smiling. And without further ado, this is your boy Retro Quin. I'm out.